Alright guys, sorry I didn't unwrap it for you, but I just ordered the Jets Performance Pro Flow throttle body for my 2010 Chevy Silverado. Has the grooves for the airflow. Comes in super clean. This is the 82 millimeter. And then, just so that I didn't order one part and have it be useless, I also got the Pro Flow mass airflow sensor. It's got everything in it. And then, it's awesome. What I already have for the intake is the volant. I love this box. It's open in the front, the bottom, and on the side instead of the stock just in the front. So I figure if I'm gonna get the max airflow out of this, I need the sensor and I need the throttle body. Then from there, what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be doing the stage 2 cam with a tune. I was gonna order the Jets power chip that just plugs in. All it does is give you a basic little tune, helps it shift a little bit better. Nothing crazy, but it does help. So I'm gonna put these in and let you guys know if it makes that big of a difference. And then I'll do a much better detailed video when we do the cam. So for right now, I'm gonna cut this one short, start taking some things apart, and then I'll skip to the install and then the after. So first step when installing this, you need to disconnect your negative on your battery. That way nothing happens with the like a check engine light from unplugging the sensors when you replace everything. With the Chevy Silverados, you have this little brace bar right here, and you got to take these screws out. Technically you don't have to, but it makes life a lot easier to get to that negative wire. So once you get done taking off that negative terminal, this right here is your mass airflow sensor, and it's only 2 Phillips screws. Comes right out, and this is what your OEM one looks like. You can see that little sensor in there is dark. Looks like it's burned almost. So let me set this here. Now this new sensor, what it does is it's supposed to tell your vehicle to increase by an extra 45% airflow. Don't want to damage it, sorry. So this is our new one, right here. Looks a little different. It looks like that little fuse in there that goes across the top is bigger. The one at the bottom is bigger. Really, it just looks like all the electrical components in there are a little beefier. But it's just gonna pop in right here. And then you put your screws in and plug it in. And then once I get this in, we'll go over to the throttle body. So when taking everything off, really all you gotta do is, depending on what kind of intake you have, but I just take off strap there, the hose strap there, everything comes off. This is the stock throttle body. You can see how dirty it is. This is original with 109,000 miles. So you just got a little plastic clip right here. You're gonna pop out, then you just squeeze down, this comes off, and then you just got your full 4 bolts. Take it off and replace it. So this is the original one compared to the Jets. Obviously this one can be cleaned up and ported and everything, but I just wanted to go this route for the time being. See how dirty that is. But pretty easy to take off. Let's see. Should be pretty easy to put back on. So once you get into the truck and you unplug everything and you put your negative back on, what you're gonna have to do is you put your key into the on position into accessories mode. Do not start the vehicle. You're gonna press the gas pedal 3 times, all the way down, up, all the way down, up, let this relearn itself, okay? Because that has to relearn, because your old throttle body with all that carbon, you'll see that it's either like a little open or a little closed, and that's because your truck is trying to accommodate for all that dirty stuff. But your new throttle body, not only is it a performance one, but it's bigger and it's clean. So your truck does not know that. So then you're going to start your vehicle, and one thing that I noticed right off rip, anyone that owns this truck knows that if they've sat in place and they've hit this gas, the truck will only go up to like 2.5, 3,000 RPMs. It won't go any further, and like it has a rev limiter. This automatically takes that away. Goes up to 4,000 now. Before I couldn't go over 2.5. So now I'm gonna go do a test drive and see you know, how she runs. So right off rip, you do notice a difference just on takeoff, because normally your truck, you know, has a little lag with that DOD and AFM, and it's still there, but like it's a lot smoother. Let's I don't want to get in trouble on these roads. It's like 35 miles an hour. That's barely touching it. Barely touching it. Alright, sorry about the sweat and shit. Basically, I would say when I did the intake itself, I noticed a little bit. Yeah, obviously it could breathe a little bit better, but if I would have just thrown a K&N in the stock box, I probably would have had the same results and didn't spend $400. But now that I've done all three for that one thing, for the intake, the performance mass airflow, so it can actually detect that it's taking in more air, and then the bigger throttle body, yeah, I'd say it makes a huge difference on your pickup. I ride at a low RPM and I'm still climbing in speed, like just 1,500 RPMs, and I'm just still climbing. It does breathe a lot better. I don't know about gas mileage and stuff, obviously. I just got to put on. But if you're looking for like straight power and all that stuff, probably not. I mean, I would say with all three, maybe I got 15, 20 horsepower. Sounds like a lot, but it's not. When that stage 2 cam comes, wait, I'm going to do the Brian Tooley's. I already got the NGK plugs. I'm going to do bigger wires, and I'm going to do performance coils, the coil packs. So I get all three in there, and then I'm going to get it tuned and dynoed. I did order the power chip for this, but because I decided to do the cam, obviously the power chip was going to be useless because the main computer is going to be tuned by the shop. So I really can't give you a review on that, but I did buy it. It was interesting. It did prove a lot of results online from what I saw. So if you're thinking about doing that and you're not going to go spend $3,000 to get a cam and stuff, that might be a good idea for you. If you just want your vehicle to shift better and have just a little bit more pickup, yeah, I'd say it's the way to go. But as of right now, I'm happy with it. I'm keeping my stock parts. I'm going to clean them up, put them away. God forbid something happens. They don't really come with any instructions, but honestly, it's very self-explanatory. The 4 bolts on the throttle body are 10 millimeters. Almost everything on the damn truck is. And that's about it. Good luck, guys.